How's it going?
We're not going to take a lot more of your time. You've been very vigilant in terms of listening and learning along with us over this last few days. The intent of the conference was to bring together the leading professionals, the leading organizations to deal with the issues that we've addressed this weekend. Obviously, we haven't addressed them all, but we addressed quite a few. And I think that one of the things that we wanted to do was definitely break down silos, right, Dave? And one of we wanted to also offer an alternative to the anxiety that is pervasive in the society over the last several years. And I think that that has been somewhat accomplished through a number of the speakers.
I would agree. I think a point I wanted to make was, well, actually, Nancy Altman did a great job. She said, united we are stronger. I think bringing all of these organizations together to have these conversations is very important, not just to me, but hopefully everybody here that attended. I'd like to thank Michael Weinstein at the Healthy Housing Foundation for his support. I'm going to go down a bit of a list here. So Joseph Givargis from Our Revolution. Maurice Mitchell from Working Families and his crew. Georgia came from the Northeast contingent. Yeah. We have Meredith Rose Burek, who also is our board chair, and she supported the Women's Health Panel with Mary Haas Foundation. Mm-hmm. We had Eric Pica from Friends of the Earth, who we all know and admire.
Ben and Jerry's provided sustenance.
We love Ben and Jerry's. They not only make ice cream, but they just did a post the other day about, hey, we're not just going to make ice cream. That's not what we're about. They do stand for a lot of social justice issues. Mm-hmm. Ben Jealous from Sierra Club, who was amazing on Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I think those were our sponsors, and we couldn't have done it without them. Sorry.
I did mention Nancy Altman, but Social Security Works, big supporter. Nancy for coming up here. Alex Lawson and the whole crew. Their ARM Strategy and Hustle did the live stream for us, and they did an incredible job. So we're very thankful to have them here.
Yes, absolutely. We've also had Common Dreams come and document this, and we look forward to reading about it. And everybody can see the live stream as we go along. It'll be on our website and on YouTube for quite forever. So anybody who missed it, feel free.
I am gonna, just because I'm referring to my notes here, Ariana Jones just started with Next Gen, and she jumped at the opportunity. Very last, we reached out, and Next Gen supported as well. I would like to thank Champlain College. I worked with Hannah at Champlain and her staff, and they did an incredible job putting on this conference. I think a lot of people liked being up here. We had our own little space, and with the students gone, it was left all to us. So a round of applause, not just for Hannah and her staff, but the cooks in the kitchen, the people that made the food. All of the staff that worked this event for Champlain, mm-hmm. as well as, this is going to take a while, but I would like to thank our staff, Shayna Fram,
yes,
our
Shayna.
communications director, and then our volunteers. We had Jesse Warren, Krista Harness, and Chloe Baliba. And our biggest volunteer, she mentioned it in her opening, Jane is actually a volunteer up here. She puts countless hours into this event, so we're very appreciative.
Thank you. And Dave is the executive director of the Sanders Institute, and none of this would have happened without him. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is that we heard, I don't know how other people felt, I kept on hearing themes in here about the fact that we need to reframe the issues, we need to restructure the systems, we need to have a better coordinating with each other, collaborating with each other. I also heard a lot more optimism than I expected. And sometimes people get together at conferences and it's depressing, it's overwhelming. And in this time and age, it could be. And it's a testament to all the people who are leading these organizations, who are doing the work, whether they're up on this stage or out here in the audience, that you have all been thinking not, oh, this is terrible, it's overwhelming. It's, how can we solve this? Let's make this happen. We can do it. And looking at historical backgrounds as opposed to thinking, climate change, I walked in, I was surprised when I spoke to Bill McKibben about speaking here. He said, it's not all bad news. And I said, really? Good, talk about that. But for him to put it in historical perspective and talk about how we have dealt with things in the past that we thought we couldn't. And I heard that over and over and over again from people. So you really were able to come up with innovative approaches, bold ideas, replicable solutions, actionable steps. And that's the main purpose of our gatherings. So you've heard from the best people in the country. We've tried to get the best people, and I think we succeeded, don't you? And we want to, I think our task going forward at the Institute is to really listen and encapsulate the recommendations that have come out of this, the recommendations for future action, how we can coordinate and collaborate more effectively. We hope to be a hub of that, of being able to spread the word that is out there. And we also think, we learned, and a number of speakers spoke about international, other countries and how they're doing things better. And we've been in contact with people in Germany and Ireland and England and the Netherlands and everywhere, I don't know where else, but, and they are very interested in having Sanders Institute gatherings over there. So we will stay in touch with all of you, and we'll be asking you to do more. I should mention, unlike any other conference, every speaker came without any fee. They came from long distances, took their own time, and paid their own travel most of the time, and just participated here. And we can't thank you enough, except that we understand we're going to ask more of you. So thank you for being part of this.
I definitely wanted to second that. I think that just thanking all the speakers, the attendees, obviously that is what makes this gathering a success. And I think I do want to thank our photographers, Will Allen and Dan Esteban.
Yes.
But all of you are what makes this conference or this gathering a success, and it's much appreciated. I think that one of the things that stuck out to me, I remember Sarah Nelson got up after Saru and said, "I'm ready to run through a wall." And then I was at dinner last night and I was talking about that, and someone said, "Well, Sarah Nelson, if anybody could run through a wall." So I just feel like this is the kind of gathering that we need to bring together like-minded individuals, organizations, to inspire each other, to fire us up to get the work done. And I've had a lot of great conversations on ways to continue forward with partner organizations or partner individuals. And to piggyback on your point, I think this is just a step, and we're going to continue forward, and we hope you'll all continue forward with us.
Thank you all very much.